Morning, afternoon, evening people. I'm Tony, this is Teddy, over at the allotment today, planting potatoes. Now it's the 14th of January. I'm going to be planting potatoes in the PolyTunnel for a super early harvest. Now I am doing 3 other potato videos, but I didn't want to release those videos for you then to come on the channel in May, see me get an early potato harvest and think, well Tone, you could have told me in January you were planting potatoes, because I'd have got some on too. So a quick video now, I'll be planting these spuds. I'll tell you the experiments that I'm doing. So first of all, I'm planting potatoes in containers in the PolyTunnel, first earlies. What I'm hoping to do is to get a potato harvest in kind of May time, which will then give me enough time to get a second harvest of potatoes, main crop, in the same containers. Now I'm working on a plot that's 10 metres by 10 metres, so I'm trying to maximise my potato crops for the year using this method. At the same time, I'm planting a Mairis Piper main crop, a Mairis Bard first early, and a Colleen organic first early, to see the difference against each other, which will be out later in the year, so hit subscribe if you want to see that. And also, been going through my seed potatoes, and there's some tiny little ones in there. I want to see what the difference is between normal size seed potatoes and the little tiny ones. So we're going to plant them in separate containers and see, is it worth planting those tiny ones? Is there enough energy in that little spud to get a good potato harvest against the normal size seed potato? I don't know, we're going to find out. So let's get planting. Now potatoes I'm planting today, I'm planting 3 containers of Mairis Bard first earlies and 3 containers of Colleen first early potatoes. Now these 2 varieties are Determinate varieties of potatoes. You get 2 varieties, indeterminate and determinate. Indeterminate potatoes, as the plant grows up through the container or the soil you're planting it, potatoes will grow all the way up. So those are the kind of potatoes you mound up. You plant at the bottom of a large container, you get potatoes all the way up. An indeterminate, a determinate variety like this, potatoes only grow on one level. So to that end, what we're going to do is we're going to plant potatoes on 2 levels. Plant 2 potatoes at the bottom, and then 2 potatoes further up, but opposite. That way, we'll hopefully double our harvest, as these only grow on one level because they're determinate. So, first ones I'm going to plant are these Mairis Bard. So let's get them in. Now this soil was already on the plot. I took it over, so I do believe it's been used before. To that end, I'm revitalising it. I've got a bit of horse manure. I'm just mixing a little bit of horse manure in with this soil. Not a massive amount, a small amount. And then we're going to do our first 2 seed potatoes. Top of that there. We're going to put a handful bloodfish and bone. Now to about that level, a little bit more horse manure. And 2 more seed potatoes. Another handful of bloodfish and bone. What we want to do is we want to leave a gap at the top there, because we are going to put a thick straw mulch on top of that. I'm now going to go ahead and do that with all my seed potatoes. So I've mentioned I'm in 6 containers today, going in the PolyTunnel, and then what we're going to do is we're going to water them in. It's important, well it's not important, but you're best off moving them in the PolyTunnel first, then watering them in, because as soon as you water them, it makes the container twice as heavy. So I'll get the rest of them planted, we'll get them into the PolyTunnel, give them a watering. Okay, so that's all our potatoes planted. We're putting a thick straw mulch on top of those also. Haven't got the straw yet. I'm going to the stables to get some more horse manure soon. I'll get some straw mulch on then. The straw mulch will serve 3 purposes. First of all, it's going to insulate that soil a little bit. We've still got cold weather and the potatoes are in the PolyTunnel. If we get them going a bit faster. When the weather does warm up, it's going to stop the soil from drying out, keep the moisture in. Also, with those being a determinate variety, the top potatoes will grow close to the surface. And that stops any potatoes on the top being exposed to sunlight and turning green. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to quickly water them in and show you what I planted. Okay, so these first 3 here are Mairis Piper main crop. These 3 are Mairis Bard, first early, and these 3 are Colleen, first early. That's a small one. That's a large one for the experiment. Okay, so you want to get some nice early potatoes in, middle of January for an early harvest, that's how you do it. If you enjoyed that video, give us a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos, subscribe. Thanks for watching, have a good day.